make a little video here so you can see what I see. Because the more I stare at this, the more I start to see. Why is there this big arm with a theater mask held up? Head, neck, body. Just focus on the arm here. Look at the statue here. This is like the forearm. Think of the trunk as the forearm. Then here's the wrist, and kind of imagine this hand as the grip of the monkey. And you can see over here in his hand where it would be all these folds of drapery, all these little lines and stuff suggesting this cape here. You can see that his arm is poking out of a kind of a ruffle, and there's kind of a ruffle here. And what about the pole and the theater mask? Well, just focus on the thigh here. There's the bottom of the pole, then his neck and his head. So he's holding up the head, an arm with a pole and a head. Now, as far as the legs go, the legs are abstracted. So you can see here, there's a tiny little hand. Let's move this out of the way. Move the forearm out of the way. Just focus on these little parts. So you can see, here's his hand with the thumb and the gap between. Here's his hand with the thumb and the gap between, draped over his pole. This one is a leg cocked that way. That's that foot. That's a foot cocked that way. That's that foot. You can see the gap in the toes there. And so you've got a Shakespeare-shaped statue shaped like a head on a pole, gripped in a fist, with details of hand, toes, etc. And if you want to ask why is it also a theater mask, this building here, this pink building, that is Le Petit Theater. It's the oldest theater in New Orleans. So here we have the statue. You can look down here and see that the pedestal that he's standing on is like the clock pedestal. So pedestal, pedestal, arm, hand, drapery, fingernail, 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 head, sitting in front of a theater for the overall holding up of a theater mask by an arm in a grip with strange little markings, feet, etc. And why is it also a monkey arm? Because there's a Ben Jonson poem that says, "Poor poet ape that would be thought our chief." It's a famous poem about Shakespeare. And I'm totally convinced that this statue, this position, theater here, head, pole, fist, etc., is the location. And if you're going by the pole, that would mean if the pole were like pointing, it would be pointing down into the ground here beneath the feet. Follow the pole to, it would be buried in front or behind. I can't find any pictures of the behind of this statue, but the behind of this statue might also have some things in it.